Hello and welcome to Jack's Tool Reviews. Today I got the Bora all-terrain sawhorses, a pair of them actually. What you're looking at here are 750-pound rated sawhorses. They have a really slick design. I am silly enough to have actually placed approximately maybe about 5 pounds short, 750 pounds of weighted plates on top of these sawhorses. So on this little compact design, you truly can get that load capacity, 750 pounds. With that said, I wanted to raise immediately a quality issue that I've reached out to Bora about, and it's been about a week, and I've followed up maybe 3 times, done some phone calls. They have not gotten back to me. Between having loose in the box, let's see if we can, you'll never see it, but I had an E-style retaining clip, a flat washer, and also found right in one of these legs here a missing rivet. So that tells me that this unit right here, in terms of its ability to hold 750 pounds, is compromised. That one not so much. I couldn't actually find an issue with it. But if you figure that this rivet right here was missing, all of the force going down to that part could cause that metal to deflect and make this uneven. So continuing on with the list of mixed pros and cons, let's take a look at how these legs swivel to truly make this an all-terrain sawhorse. There's a little release here. Locks in when you're straight for flat ground. And the release lets you pivot it like so, such that you have up to 3 inches of vertical adjustment. So you saw me at just a moment ago having it on top of a ream of paper. On top of the ream of paper, the unit is still decently stable, but with that said, in the videos I've seen of the Speed Horse, for example, now the Speed Horse has a capacity of up to 1,500 pounds versus 750. I'm not sure that I saw so much wobble, and especially for a brand that's selling these as wobble free. And I do attribute most, if not all, of that wobble to the fact that these legs swivel. The Speed Horses don't swivel, for example. This is still a great product, and when you do go ahead and combine the 2 units together, I'm going to post a visual here, but when you combine the 2 units together using these slots, putting 2x4s, 2x10s, what have you, I do imagine that this can make for a very sturdy temporary workbench if you're going to be out in the field. And so now I'm going to dive in onto how you can turn these sawhorses into a workbench. What you'll notice in the ends, there's these pre-drilled out holes, larger for the head of your fastener, smaller for the shaft of your fastener, to go directly into a 2x4, 2x10, whatever. That you put into this slot, you screw it into place, it's held, it's secure. There's also on the tops a series of holes. Not quite sure if you'd be using them too often, but if you do take the legs out, I can get my hand all the way up and in here. So maybe if I use an extension on my drill, I'd be able to screw into the bottom of like a sacrificial piece of plywood or what have you as the top of the workbench. But normally what I'd expect is you'd put your 2x4 in here and put your sacrificial layer on top of the wood. That is to say that you would not use these 4 holes or these 4 holes. But the fact that this does have a nice sandpaper grip, which ultimately I'm sure that you could replace if this gets worn down, it does resist motion for you nicely, which, you know, I'm I'm pushing reasonably hard to see if it will slide, and it's not. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the two units together, as I said, and to start off with, let's look at how quickly you can open this setup. Unlike the Speed Horse sells it as a one-button, flips right open unit. I find these to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Resistant to that. So I click one button in the bottom. That's it. Okay. Click the button in the bottom. It's coming through, and then the way I like to do it, sometimes I'm lucky like that and it just falls right out. Other times I got to shake it. There you go. Open. And this is the one that does have the missing rivet. So I want to be careful. I'm probably not going to load this for you today, so won't have the best examples. Get them nice and close together. Forgive me, I only have so much wood with me today. So that's the idea. We put these in, we screw in from the side. Get your little wood screws. Okay. Just one for the example. Well, maybe two. Let's see. I can put in up to 4 holes on this particular piece if I wanted. And certainly laterally now, I've got something sturdier. So imagine if you had 2 2x4s, obviously not a 2x4, but imagine you had 2 2x4s, got the other in this slot here. Let me move this over a little bit. The other in this slot here to hold these together nicely. And you can put your last piece over the top of them. Long ways, however you're doing it in your shop. You got a nice temporary worktop out in the field. That's a huge benefit compared to other sawhorses on the market. It gives you this need that you may not have recognized before. So that's a huge advantage, and one reason why I tend to recommend this product. But with the quality issues and the lack of the customer service getting back to me, I'm a little concerned that you're going to load these things up, possibly have it collapse on you, especially something claiming 750 pounds. If you're working underneath it, and you can really get hurt. So, maybe in the future, Bora is going to come back. They're going to slap a sticker on here that says it was QA inspected. I'd feel a lot more comfortable then. But in the meantime, I'm not sure how they let the issues that I saw get out the door. Now, while I'm not looking to nickel and dime the company, I will also mention that the instructions, they're okay. They do certainly exemplify how simple this design truly is. You'll find that the instructions are actually just taped inside of the slot. I only found them because I was looking in there. but they're taped up in there. They don't go into great detail about turning this into a workbench like I was just showing, but you could stand to benefit certainly from them giving a couple of visual examples in their manual showing the user how to get the most out of this product. So that's just me giving Bora a little bit of feedback. So again, you know, I want to love this product. I just need to I really need to hear back from Bora. I hope I hear back from them today. And if I do, I'll post an update just in fairness to them, because every company sends something that's damaged once in a while. Maybe I got the rare unicorn. So thanks for watching. Take it easy. Coming back with that bonus content again. So, set myself up with the shaft extension. Figured I'd go ahead and see if I actually could access these 4 holes in the top if I wanted to directly go into a piece of plywood or flake board or whatever I'm using as the top of my work surface. So let's see. That was a lot easier to access than I was initially envisioning. So, you know, with that said, you don't even necessarily need to use like 2x4s and those rails there if you want to go directly to the worktop. Up to you, but that's another nice little feature, as you just saw me go straight into the one piece that I'm trying to use as my worktop. Use something real substantial like I have here, really could become your workbench out on the field. So, thanks again.